My head was telling me, stop this, you cannot focus anymore, this is just not gonna happen. And I thought, this is gonna happen, this is absolutely gonna happen. Hi and welcome to I Have No Clue the podcast. And I named this podcast this way because who does have a clue in life or in business or anything? I'm Cornelia van Kranenburg and I am a former environmentalist, earth scientist. I'm in love with planet Earth, but I'm also in love with personal growth and business. And that is what this podcast is about. So let's dive in. When it's not other people telling me to push through, it is me who's telling me to push through. And that's fucking sucks sometimes. I have had an amazing vacation in Stockholm with my international friends. It was amazing. We meet up once a year and then we talk about a lot of stuff. Some people even call it a therapy session. It is not. We have a lot of fun, but we talk about deep things. Thing is, I know this is a taboo topic and stuff, but really for women, this really influences your life. You have like this cyclus, and a couple of days before my period, and at the start of my period, I was in Stockholm. And that is actually the worst time of all to interact with many people 24/7. It's just exhausting. Even though I loved it, I absolutely loved it. I wanted to be there. I really wanted to go all in. But it's not the time to put that kind of demand on my inner battery. Especially as an introvert person, I need that introvert time. Especially during that period of that time during my cyclus. And I had this amazing weekend. I did take some time for myself, but I don't know, I see these people once a year. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be there for all of it. So I went and did a lot of things that I shouldn't have done would I have been home. But I wasn't. I was in Stockholm. And then the day I came back, on the next day, I had to give a workshop for my trainer's training in neurolinguistic programming. I was badly prepared, that too. And it was yet again a day full of people. My head was telling me, stop this, you cannot focus anymore, this is just not gonna happen. And I thought, this is gonna happen, this is absolutely gonna happen, I have to be there, I want to get this certification, this is my time to practice, I have to be here. And I really was. I talked about motivation, it was awesome. And after that was the moment that I realized I demanded more of myself than I could actually do this week. I'm still recording a podcast at the end of the week, so that's good. But sometimes you have these moments that you can feel like, fuck, I want a lot of things, but my body is not cooperating with me anymore. I want to work on my business. I want to improve this webpage. I want to go the extra mile for a customer. I want to create this new course. I want to, like, whatever it is that you want to do for your business, and that you feel so tired. And then it's like, done. You can push through, obviously. I wouldn't recommend that though. The way that you think about stuff, and it goes so much slower. I wanted to make an Instagram story and it took me like an hour instead of like 50 minutes. And that happens with everything else as well. So then it's time to do something about it. Especially if you just want to work on your business and want to continue like I wanted to. I have my goals for this month. I want to reach them. And those include 4 podcasts, 4 blogs, creating a new course, which is not going to happen, by the way, and improve on my marketing skills, improve my sales skills, and it needs time. Improve web pages, send emails, doing outreach, and all these kind of things that I wanted to do. And I thought, it's too much. It is just too much. So yeah, I had one appointment on Wednesday. So I came back on Monday evening. I had class, education, training, whatever you want to call it, on Tuesday with a lot of people again. And then on Wednesday, I had a riding lesson with my horse that I did do, but all the other social appointments, I didn't have any. And I decided right on the point, I'm not gonna make any anymore because that is not a good idea. I need time and space for me as an introvert to recharge, to take the time and to take care of my body so I can actually perform better tomorrow. And what really helps me when I'm in this kind of situation is being outside. I have a horse. I know not everybody has a horse. I do have a dog as well. Also, not everybody has a dog, but everybody can like step out of their house and go outside, right? And I did that. I worked in the garden. I rode my horse. I took time with my horse. I really spent way more hours at the barn than I would normally do, just to breathe and relax by myself. And the second thing I did was take a look at my week planning. I always make a planning on Friday for the next week. This kind of task I want to do on Monday, these on Tuesday, these on Wednesday, these on Thursday, these on Friday. I usually know how much time each task will take me. I also take the freedom to move stuff around if I want to. But this means that I can stay on track towards my goals and towards doing the stuff that I effectively need to do. So do all that. And on Wednesday, I thought this is just not going to work. And I deleted, I think, 50% of the tasks out of my calendar for this week. I kept in recording a podcast, so here I am. And I thought it's a perfect topic to talk about and tell a story about. So that I still did. Try to eat healthy, take time, go to bed on time. That didn't work 2 days in a row, which is, I think, the reason that I still woke up this morning feeling like shit. I really felt like hangover. It's gone now. Otherwise I wouldn't have recorded this podcast. But still, I woke up like I was hangover, and you should know I don't drink. There are very rare occasions when you will see me with a glass of alcohol. So feeling hangover, that was not because I did something with alcohol or any of that stuff. It's just because I'm too tired, feeling drained, and it's the signal to listen to my body. I did sleep in this morning. I really took the time. And I started the day, instead of starting working, I usually start working in the morning. I didn't. I did all the physical activities I could think of. I took my scooter to the dealer for some reparations that had to be done. I went to my horse, took a lot of time, and just focused my time on things, my mind on the things that I really love. And at the moment, that is finding out more about storytelling. That is finding out more on how sales work, how marketing works, because that is not my strong suit. I'm really good as a trainer, I'm a really good course creator, but marketing and sales, not my strong suit. But I dived in at the barn on some sort of platform and reading about all these kind of things. And when I got home, I thought, okay, I feel a lot better now. It took me 2.5 days to feel better and to recharge and everything. But now I think I'm good. But it took some time. And when this happens, when you feel drained, when there's no energy, you don't really have the focus, everything goes super slow. I don't really believe in pushing through, even though my mind is saying, you need to do all this because otherwise you're not gonna make it. And I don't want to feel like that at all. I really don't. But that thought, that voice in your head that can tell you all these kinds of things that you need to push through, I chose not to listen as of today. I did listen yesterday and the day before that by taking a lot more time to work than I did today. And it's really paying off. It's really making me feel way more relaxed. So that's what I wanted to check in with you guys. It's very short podcast episode, way much shorter than normal. If you love this podcast and think, I know somebody, I have a friend who needs to hear this, please share it with them. The more people I can reach with the podcast, the more people I can help, that would be awesome, because then we make the world a better place. And that's my mission. If you want to tag me on Instagram, tag me on TikTok, wherever you are listening to this, I would love to get to know that. I would love to hear that. And I will give you a shout out. That's for sure. And I will get back to you next week with a new episode for this podcast. And I really, really would like to see you then.